It's almost dawn. I don't think I've ever gone outside around that time before. The snow seems a little soft and hard to walk on, perhaps due to the rising temperature.
Sayako.
Pacifica. Welcome back, by the way. Splitting this into two parts. Looks like I wasn't the only one called here. I see. I guess that makes sense. The time has come. Is it done?
I wonder.
I can't wait. Pacifica nods and weighs her words for a while, and then...
If you can't wait, then let's hurry.
Hey! I chafed after Pacifica when she breaks into a run. It's my first outing at dawn. We dashes are swimming through the pristine air. Main Street looks so different compared to how it normally does. Like a quiet, still pond. And just as how a skipping stone makes ripples in a still pond, our footsteps and Pacifica's laughter break the silence. I'm excited.
Not that I mind, but why are you out of breath?
Take one turn up at Main Street and reach a workshop garage. Anya looks at her as if she sits on a garbage can placed in front of the closed shutter, swinging her legs around. Oh. Hi. Yo.
Oh, guten Morgen.
Oh, she's German.
Huh?
The two of us laugh when we see Anya's confused face. Anya looks to be about my age, so I don't use formal words with her. Pacifica seems to be older than me, so I've ended up using formal words with her, but not because I'm trying to keep my distance from her or anything. It's not like I don't respect Anya either.
Do those greetings mean anything?
Not really, poop.
You starting something?
Well, this is how things usually go, though something special is waiting just around the corner. That doesn't mean things will suddenly change between us.
Well, whatever. I'm tired, so let's get down to business.
Anya sighs. Her face does look a little tired, and her posture doesn't show any enthusiasm at all either.
So, is it done? Is it done or is it not? What do you think?
The way her eyes light up with confidence or despair the answer to that question.
It's done. It's done. I did it. Wanna see? You wanna see it?
I want to see it. I grab Anya by the shoulder. When I say that, we have both lost our cool. Anya chuckles to herself and pulls a remote out of her pocket.
Time for the big reveal.
The shutter opens, revealing a large box-shaped silhouette inside the dark garage.
Ta-da!
There it is. Our hope. Our first weapon. This one's for the books. A squarish armored vehicle, at least that's what it probably is.
Wow, that's amazing, Anya. Indeed, I'm impressed.
We walk inside the large, spacious garage, storing the armored vehicle in padded frame. It's got a little face as well, it's adorable. I'm not a car person, but can tell that it's a reliable machine. The armor looks like it could deflect a few bullets, and the big fat tires look like they could handle any terrain. I doubt you could get anywhere in the snow deserts around the city without something like this.
Well, it's an honor to hear that. Thanks.
Anya's an apprentice at a local town repair workshop. Though I feel like this is the first time her career skills have proven useful to us since we first got to know each other. I didn't think a repair worker like Anya could create something so impressive. It's amazing, that's all I can say. You think we can leave with this thing? I mutter as Anya shows us inside the car.
We sure can. It certainly seems so.
Our goal. Or rather our dream, I suppose, is to leave this city. Or to be more accurate, is to head to my home country, which may or may not be on the other side. My friends have been working day in and day out towards that goal.
No idea how far we'll have to go, but I made sure we can pack a lot of food and stuff. Should we bring board games and stuff too? Wouldn't it be too bumpy of a ride for board games?
I feel like this happened in the past.
Oh, good point. Boy, am I tired. Time to sleep.
Anya lies down on the hard concrete garage floor. Look outside the window, sure enough the sun's almost fully risen. Ghosts always get sleepy in the morning. They can barely stay awake up until early morning, but even that's cutting it close.
No fair. Me too.
Pacifica lies down next to the already half asleep Anya and curls up. They look so comfortable it makes me want to lie down to them too, but there's something I have to do before that. I get the garage shutter remote. I also pick up a thick blanket that Anya must have gotten ready for this little sleepover. Hey, come on, it's going to be cold if you just get to sleep like that. It's not like ghosts can catch colds. It's not like ghosts can catch colds, but they do feel cold. And even though they're wearing coats, the floor's likely to grow cold. Yeah, sorry, I had to clear my throat a bit there. I have not long eaten. I press the button on the remote, and the shutter shuts with a rattle. I lie down on the concrete floor and loosely spread out the blanket. Say, Anya?
What? Did your boss help you? Not really.
It doesn't matter either way, but, huh? Are you pretending to be asleep? Well, whatever. We share our warmth underneath the blanket as we drift off into sleep. Eventually our consciousness melts as we all enter one dream. If only. A dream like that's more like a pipe dream. Trip. And with that last thought, I sink deep down into the ocean of sleep. My vision blurs as if crossing the surface of the water. My eyelids are heavy, so heavy, they start to sink. They start to sink by themselves. But right before they close in the sliver of my dim vision,
Conglomerationality!
Who's that? We walk around the streets at night. Never words during peak ghost activity hours. I never thought I'd walk around the streets underneath a pitch black sky again.
You don't have to be so nervous, you know.
Sorry, but what? I can't find the words to continue. Our conversation fades into the air like smoke. Once I finished taking a shower, Pacifica said, "Let's go to the station." I'm not sure going there will help us prepare the welcome party for the new ghost. The fact that the station's such a far walk away from my home doesn't help my enthusiasm either. My worst fears turn out to be accurate. Every ghost we come across gets out of the way when they see us, or rather, when they see me. And it's clearly not out of kindness nor respect. The ghosts fear me. Complex emotions weigh down my heart. Resignation, I don't blame you. Sadness, don't look at me like that. Indignation, you're already dead. What do you even have to fear? I hate this. Unable to describe my jumbled up feelings, I say something embarrassingly ambiguous.
I don't know if I should be apologizing, but I'm sorry.
No, I wasn't blaming you or anything, Pacifica. Though Pacifica smiles, her eyes narrow. A sign that I haven't cleared up the misunderstanding. I curse my poor language skills.
Can you hold my bag?
I nod absent-mindedly and take Pacifica's handbag. The station's pretty big. It must have been an ostentatious building in its heyday. It's hard to imagine what it used to look like now that it's an abandoned wreck. Most of the lights are broken, so it's incredibly dark inside. It's not impossible to walk here if you try hard enough, but it makes me wish I had a light. The few lights that remain intact are enough of a hindrance that your eyes can't adjust to the darkness, so anything that's in the shadows is completely dark. Pacifica strikes a match and lights an old-fashioned lamp. Pacifica is rich enough to buy high luminescent LED lamps or expensive high-power wearable lights, or at least I think she is. But for some reason, she's using a lamp. Has she always been like this? I don't remember. I feel like there's a memory like that locked away somewhere in my brain. It feels odd, but it doesn't matter. The station appears to be in a terminal. At least that's the conclusion I've come to, seeing as all of the railroad tracks only come in from one direction. It seems kind of fitting for a ghost town to be a dead end. At least, that's what I think. I follow behind Pacifica from the front entrance to the platforms. There's not a star to be seen in the sky above the cracked ceiling. I see a single point of light up ahead. It sways slightly. Several dozen meters ahead. There stands a young, red-headed girl. Yes, she looks nothing but young. Her name is Anya, a ghost who I used to be friends with just as much as with Pacifica.
Sorry for the wait. Doesn't matter, you sure took your time though. You run into any problems?
Each time Anya's body sways, the float light hovering a little less than a meter above her head sways with it. I'm not sure how that thing works, but it makes her look kind of funny. It's like an angel halo. I mean, doesn't that seem funny? A ghost cosplaying as an angel?
I had Sayako take a shower.
Oh.
Oh, I see.
I stay silent. I decide not to say anything unless spoken to.
Long time no see.
Yes, I guess so.
Deep? Looks like I win this time. Whatever, Passy. It's not like I wanted to win anyway. And I didn't want to lose, Anster. Anster just doesn't sound right.
The two of them exchange playful banter, but Anya's face looks a little stiff since I'm here. These two are my only real connection to the town. Judging from what they said, I guess the two of them were betting to see who could drag me out of my room first. But I'm not enough of an idiot that I'd say something like, "Don't use me as a pawn in your games, you two." It's necessary to just accept these sort of things if you want to revive interpersonal relationships that have remained stagnant for years, or even longer.
Okay, Sayako, let's head to the garbage dump.
Ah. Why the garbage dump? I want to ask, but instead, I stay silent. I don't want to disappoint them. Despite the things I say, I dream of reviving our friendship. Okay, let's go. A slight shadow seems to cast itself over Anya's face when I say that. It's a little frightening. Did I do something wrong? I guess there's no use dwelling on it.
Alrighty.
Anya claps her hands twice and the float light above her head changes from angelic halo to a shining sun. It's so bright it makes me squint.
It's so bright. Maybe a little too bright. This thing's a cheap model, so it's only got 2 brightness levels. But I figure there should be plenty for picking up garbage. That's true. Good job, you're a real engineering advisor. I don't mind being an engineering advisor, but why don't you just shop around at stores? Don't you have money? Isn't it obvious? Huh? Well, I guess.
Anya shrugs as Pacifica starts walking ahead. As my eyes adjust to the light, I follow behind, so does Anya. We didn't make eye contact, but you could say we're on the same wavelength. Whenever Anya moves, her miniature sun sways, causing the shadows cast by rubble, signs, and pillars to stretch and shrink.
Let me explain from the beginning. The needle on the compass points north. I know. Wow, you really know your stuff, Anastasia.
Oh, I wonder if Anya is actually maybe like...
Don't call me Anastasia. But that's what Anya's short for, isn't it? Hell no, don't just make stuff up. But it's cute, like you're a princess. That's exactly why I hate it. Don't you dare try to make it a thing.
We quickly backtracked the way we came. Thanks to the intense light, it's much easier this time. It's still pitch black outside the station. I get a little dizzy thinking about how long the night is. Anya claps her hands twice and the light fades. The light's mechanical core plops onto the ground. What a convenient little thing. Probably too expensive for me to afford though. Then again, I guess I can't afford anything since I don't have a job.
Apparently, the new girl's being interrogated at the church. Yeah, I know. That's all we know. I'm thinking that even after she gets released, her reputation with the church will remain sensitive. And if we go shopping for her, it may sour the shop's reputation with the church.
Oh.
Maybe it's different with your shop, but things get complicated if other shops use the church's strong influence on the economy. It's important that we care for the new girl, but we shouldn't cause trouble for the other people either, right?
Pacifica breaks into a smile. I like this smile way more than that flawless forced smile she makes sometimes.
Who cares? Rude. Shut up.
As those two talk, we eventually reach the garbage dump. It's near the station, so it doesn't take long. Now that I know the garbage dump was our destination, I guess it makes sense why we met up in the empty station. It's the perfect meeting place for an outcast like me. It's easy to think when you don't talk.
Isn't that right, Sayako?
Huh?
I was just saying it's been years since we walked around like this.
I suppose so. Would you look at that? Anya's facial expression changed again, I think. I guess you can still tick her off, even if talking as little as possible.
It's been hundreds of years, hasn't it? Has it been that long? I think so. Okay, then let's go with 9,999 years. I don't get why that quip's gotten so popular. I don't like it one bit.
This conversation is reassuring in two ways. First, it's reassuring to know that my presence doesn't immediately ruin the mood. And second, it's reassuring to know that I'm not the only one who lacks a sense of time. Now that I think about it, I don't think I've ever heard anyone else talk about it. But maybe I just don't remember. My memory's pretty much just a vague puddle in the back of my skull. Maybe it's because it's just common knowledge. Maybe I've even forgotten what common knowledge is.
Sayako?
Yes? Pacifica's voice snaps my inward-focused consciousness back to reality. When it's now back to reality, there's a tall chain-link fence standing before us. Part of it is made to open up like a door. It's the entrance to the garbage dump. It doesn't look like it's locked, so we can easily get inside.
It's not like this place is off limits or anything, right? Nah, garbage collection isn't like exclusive merchants or something. The boss and I come here for parts sometimes too. Huh, really? Have you been here, Sayako?
I come here occasionally. The garbage dump is the alpha and the omega of this town. From garbage you come and to garbage you shall return. It's almost like the opposite functionality of a real garbage dump. Ghosts can't keep more than what they need. Any excess, be it accessories or furniture, suddenly disappears when forgotten. But just as suddenly, those things appear here at the garbage dump. That's why this place might not actually be a real garbage dump. It's the same thing with ghosts, we just happen to call them that, but nobody knows if that's what they really are. But they still exist regardless.
Whoa, it's so hard to find footing here. Get organised.
That's a tall order for a garbage dump. Anya turns her light on again as we carefully trudge over the piles of garbage. Garbage tends to end up in clumps of related items, so with that information in mind, we look for conspicuous party goods like streamers or coloured pens. I find some sort of canned fish at my feet, so I pick it up and put it in my pocket. The can has the same sort of design as the biscuits I just ate, so maybe it's from the same manufacturer. That's right, even food is part of the cycle. Everything, and I mean everything, cycles back around to this garbage dump. The can of biscuits we just ate is probably back here too, biscuits and all. All of the shops specifically mentioned collect items from the garbage dump to process and resell. Ghosts rummage through this garbage dump and live modest lives based on their needs, just as they always have, and probably how they always will too. You could say that, for ghosts, this place is like a bountiful ocean. And I suppose that might be why it's relaxing to come here. Here you can find anything as long as it's not living. I feel like I've heard something like that somewhere before. But who was it that said it again?
Ah. Sayako!
I can hear the clattering of metal as my body starts to feel like it's floating in the air. Though in reality all that happened is that the pile of garbage gave way and I lost my footing.
Look, you gotta be careful, okay?
Sorry. Unable to keep up with Anya's sudden movement, the float lamp tumbles into the garbage pile and shuts off. So not only did I lose my footing, but it's also suddenly dark, causing me to panic for a second. Anya and I are pretty much the same height, but her hands seem a little smaller than mine. I grip her hand tight and place my feet on solid ground. I keep holding her hand until my eyes get used to the dark. Sorry.
You don't have to say it twice.
I may have taken Anya off again, but my hands are sweating like crazy.
Oh, it's the car.
Pacifica murmurs. The fallen garbage reveals what was hidden underneath. Jutting out of the pile of garbage is a rusty station wagon. There's no way this is stable footing.
That car thing was a whole ordeal. It took until morning to work on it that one time.
Only now does Anya look me in the eyes, as if peering into them. Her green eyes glow gently like beautiful emeralds. Her hand starts to feel warm, though I guess it was always warm, and I'm only now noticing it. I relax just a little bit. What car? With one careless word, I extinguish that light. The warmth in my hand quickly fades. Though that shouldn't be a surprise since she had shaken off my hand, exposing its damp surface to the cold air.
Don't you remember? Even you should.
No, wait, I remember, honestly. We tried to leave by car, didn't we? I'm flustered, so flustered I get dizzy. I frantically search through my memories for what I should know, for what I shouldn't ever forget. I remember what happened in the end, too. We all...
You really are Sayako, right? Of course I'm... Of course, I'm me. I haven't changed. I'm me. I think. But am I really? There's no way that I can't be me. Right? But for some reason, I'm not so confident. I'd be confident if I had something to prove my own identity, right?
It's no use. My thoughts keep spilling out like snowy sand.
What? Does Sayako change into something else if you leave her alone? Like cheese?
Pacifica gives off a somewhat exaggerated laugh as if to say, well, she did smell like spoiled milk. Pacifica didn't come to my rescue there, I probably would have kept on panicking forever.
I'm sorry, that was really out there.
No, I should apologize. We all tried to leave town together, didn't we? We used the car that you remodeled. Sorry, I keep spacing out lately. I regained enough sense to avoid talking about what happened in the end. I was able to remember. I guess memories are no exception to the rule. Everything forgotten returns to this garbage dump. Perhaps even forgotten memories.
That's right, we tried to go to the other side.
Pacifica points to the ever-expansive snow desert. The garbage part is pretty high, so you can see far into the distance from here.
Right, that's why Anya remodeled the car. That was amazing. Well, my boss helped me with pretty much everything for that.
I guess we're not going to trust the topic of what happened afterwards after all. What did happen? Though I guess that's for the best.
I wonder if anything's on the other side. Maybe there isn't anything. But maybe there is. We'll have to go to find out.
The snow desert softly sparkles as if it reflects the town's lights. We all look at it silently.
So, about the new girl?
Pacifica breaks the silence.
I hope we can get along with her.
She sounds somewhat sad, but not reluctant. Lonely, yes, that's the word. That's how I describe the look on her face.
I'm sure she'll be nice, don't worry, it'll be fine.
Anya speaks up as if to assuage her concerns. She's got a similar look on her face, it makes me worry if I should too. There's still plenty of time before dawn. We will just sit down and gaze across the desert for a while. I can't peel my eyes off of the black and white horizon. It's almost spellbinding. Maybe we're on an island. A small island in the middle of a white snow desert sea. Help isn't coming. Because beyond the sea, civilization has already fallen. I smiled at that strange thought. A smile of relief, even though the thought isn't relieving at all. I can sense Pacifica smiling, and eventually Anya smiles too, as if unable to handle the peer pressure. I guess it's obvious that I'm smiling, but it doesn't feel bad at all. I try to play it cool and keep staring out across the sea. The other two watch as well. It's a beautiful night. We may be sitting in piles of garbage, but it feels like a beautiful night nonetheless. Yeah, this game's gonna go places. About 60 out of 100. If I were to rate today, that's about how high I'd rate it. That said, I give my rating the moment I crawl into bed, so my opinion may be a little skewed. I yawn. I sit up and take a sip of water from the plastic bottle at my bedside, a bottle I had just picked up earlier. The cold sensation passes down my throat. I let out another sigh. I'm too tired to even feel tired.
I'm so tired of thinking. I don't even want to think about being tired of thinking. That's how pathetic I feel. We had to pick up all sorts of party goods, load them into a bike trailer we found lying there and carry them off to Pacifica's place. Pacifica wanted to take her home a small stylish sofa but got into an argument when Anya said it was out of the question. I wanted to reflect on what happened today, but the moment I lied down in my bed I thought, nope, not happening. I tried stretching, but to no avail, it only makes it worse, if anything. The intense sleepiness quickly crushes my consciousness. So quickly I don't even have time to think about what crushing a consciousness means. Good night. The following is Sayako's attempt of recalling her memories. Okay. Let's go. Oh. The red-headed girl steps on the gas. The car starts. An angry man in priest robes glares at the car from behind. I get excited. Me too. There's someone else in the front. There's 4 people there rather than 3. The girl with the blonde hair and the girl nuzzle their faces against each other. But that looks like Sayako in the back. They're very close to each other. Town's another memory. In the middle of the snow desert. 3 girls. Sayako behind. I was sitting behind you. Why would... Gunshot. A gunshot? Am I next? Sorry, but you gotta... Quick or... Gunshot. Yet another memory. An awfully vague one. She's dragging them through the snow. The black-haired girl arrives in the middle of the plaza, dragging 2 corpses behind her. The corpses of the blonde girl and the red-headed girl. Someone help! Please help them! A crowd gathers in the blink of an eye. Brawny men surround the black-haired girl. The red-headed girl and the blonde girl arrive on the scene, perhaps having revived at the garbage dump. The crowd makes way. The red-headed girl vomits. The blonde girl pats from the back and breaks down crying. The corpses wither away without a sound. They mummify and fast forward, leaving nothing but bones. The men lunge at the black-haired girl. Wait, why? End of memory. If they lunge, that means they're gonna fight, right? The plaza is covered in the blood of ghosts. That's apparently what happens to ghosts when they die. Their fleeting corpses quickly begin to wither away. They grow cold from the head down. I can't believe the beast-like roar coming out of my own mouth. Even if I try to keep it in check, the rough breathing is spilling out. It irritates me. In retaliation, I trample on one of the broken-necked corpses at my feet. The barely intact neck makes a nice squishing sound when I stomp through it onto the ground. I look up to see Pacifica and Anya staring blankly at me. Their eyes are empty as if they're not even looking at anything. My mind is completely blank, but I do know that I've lost everything. I try to escape. I turn my back to them and try to run away. And right behind me stands an unfamiliar girl. You must be lonely. Lonely. That's what the girl said. That's the one word I wanted to say more than anyone else. I feel as if I cried. Maybe I really did cry this time. But before I can check, the dream ends. So did we somehow go psycho bananas and kill everybody? Interesting. I believe that's probably the end of the demo, but one hell of a first episode. It's got my interest, it really does. Like, a lot of these demos do. I am very intrigued where the story is going to go. And you know what, hey, if the devs reach out and they, want me to cover the rest of the game when it releases, I'd be more than happy to. Hopefully you all enjoyed my little dub of this game as well. And hey, if down the line it gets some voice acting as well, that'd be awesome. But you know what? They've done a great job. They've done an absolutely fantastic job. Let's fast forward this. Oh, wait, what happened there? Oh, the light, and then she waves. Okay. That's cute. As I said earlier, well, in the first part, is that obviously a lot of the times when it comes to like certain chapters, it's like, yeah. Wait, it keeps going? You know what? If that is the case, I will. But not today. But for now, that's episode 1 of There's a New Town Person in Town. This is a demo. If you get the entirety of the first season, I will cover this entire game. Well, this entire first part on YouTube. But yes, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you next time for hopefully some more Ghostpia as well. Ciao for now.